Hey there, Mario from Flawless Website Design, and this is case study number 1 where we're going to be building a music website. So my client has the server set through webhostinghub.com. They already have the domain and everything's already all linked, so all we would have to do from here is pretty much go in and get everything squared away. So the first thing that we're going to do now that he has the domain and the hosting, and the domain for this one is going to be viccartermusic.com. So starting with the email address, we're going to jump into and create him a professional email account, something that looks good with his website. So we're going to go contact@viccartermusic.com. We're going to set him his password. Alright, so once you set that, set it to unlimited, click create an account. Alright, once the account is created, we're going to set it up in the Gmail. So now that we have this set up, we have to get this set up a couple of different ways so that we can, send and receive emails simply without having to log in and out of this this advanced portal here that makes no sense. So just follow along with me and we're going to get it connected to your Gmail account. All we have to do is simply add it to forward to your Gmail account. Let me pull up that email address. Alright, so now I'm going to go into his Gmail and we're going to get the Gmail set up. Alright, so set up the email address. We click our settings tab up here. And then click the settings button. Click accounts and import. Add another email address you own. You'll see this little pop-up right here. You can leave your name as exactly how it is, but you're going to put in your new email address. Alright, you could treat it as an alias. And just take the settings from, and this is so that you can receive the email. We're going to configure mail client. You're going to grab the settings from here. Secure. Alright, so they sent you an email confirmation right here. Simply click this link right here and you will have the confirmation after you add in all the information from your email. So you can close that window. We click compose. Voila. So back into your settings, accounts, and import. Make this one default. Ta-da. So now when you click compose, every message that you send will come from your professional email address now. So that's squared away and good to go. Your email address is all set up. So now that we have the email address set up, let's actually go in and get WordPress installed and get all the plugins and theme installed so we could get rocking away at the pages. Simply find the WordPress icon and click it in your control panel. Click the install button. Simply grab your domain. I like the www. I think it looks so much better. So Vic Carter, and he is an independent hip hop artist. Enter all the admin details that you want to remember there, and then click install. Give it just a moment to do this install. It literally only takes probably 10-15 seconds tops. As you can see, the installation of WordPress was successful. So we're going to go ahead and click the link right here to log in, and we're going to get jumping right away on the website. So remember your username you just set for your administrator access in the previous page. All right, we're here. Now that we're here, you see all the basic WordPress stuff, and we're going to go in and we're just going to get rid of all of the default information that comes along with it. So we're basically going to start from the top, work our way down to the bottom, and we'll be all set to go once this is clear. This should only take a couple of moments. So we'll start with the posts. So I'll throw that one in the trash there. I'll go to the trash. Under the post, this is the the default hello world one that comes with WordPress. So now that one's gone. Pages. As you can see, there's the sample page. We'll throw that one in the trash. That one's gone now. We have just a couple more to do. Go ahead and click on the themes, because there's going to be a bunch of default ones. You don't need any of them, so you can actually delete the ones that you don't need. We're going to be uploading our theme in just a moment, so we're not going to dive into the theme just yet. We're just getting rid of a couple of them, just so that way our website doesn't have any clutter or anything really blocking the way for us to really be fully optimized with speed and everything. So these two here we're going to get rid of. We don't need these. Oops, wrong button. So we'll click the delete button. We already got rid of the posts, the pages, the default plugins. Now we're going to work with our settings and get this squared away really quick. This should only take a moment. So now the email address, I don't need this information here, anything sent to me at all. So I'm going to actually switch this over to my client's email address. Anyone that registers will be a subscriber. I'll explain why in a moment. Switch the time zone to Denver, and for most of us, the week starts on Sunday. Save changes. Okay. Always make sure you click the save changes button after you make any changes. You don't have to mess with anything in the writing tab. In the reading tab, you don't have to mess with anything. Under discussion, I always delete the show or uncheck the show avatars button. They're really irrelevant. I make sure that users must be registered and logged in to make comments, or else you'll get some spam comments. Make sure your comments are manually approved, so you don't just have everything, anybody jumping on your website and posting all kinds of miscellaneous spam. And then the last one we have to work with our settings is the permalinks. Switch it over to post name. It'll be the best for your search engine optimization later on. So we're good to go. Now we have all of our settings finished. We have to jump in straight to making sure that our website's functional. The first thing that we have to do is add a couple of plugins to make sure that we have all the functionality that his website needs. The first thing that I'm going to upload is actually going to be the WPMU dashboard. The reason why I upload the WPMU dashboard first is because I have a couple of plugins that I need installed off the bat to make sure that everything is smooth. So for example, the first thing I'm going to jump into my WPMU and log in really quick. Okay, that should be good. Once the plugins pages load here, I don't need to save the password. I'm going to install my favorite ones all from right here. So we're going to go Smush Pro. WP Smush Pro actually helps you compress your photos and all of your graphics that you upload right as soon as you upload them. So it actually saves, a lot of loading time when your visitors load your website. Alright, I set the maximum width to 1,200 pixels and the height to 999. The reason why we do that is because the width of the website is going to be 1,200, maybe even 1080. It just depends on a couple of variations of what the website would really need in regards to aesthetic symmetry. So I'll click update settings. Everything's good on WP Smush. So now I'm going to add a couple more plugins from my WPMU membership here that I find really helpful. I'm going to install Hummingbird. What Hummingbird does is it enables caching and gzip compression, which also boosts the performance speed of your website. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start the browser caching. Then we'll click gzip compression and make sure that that's okay. It says it's successfully set up. I wouldn't worry about minification at the moment. only because that is actually some really advanced stuff. You can completely destroy your website in a lot of different ways by activating this and trying to run the settings yourself if you don't actually know any CSS or JavaScript that's involved with compressing files for the back end for the performance of the website. All right, now that I have that one done there, I'm going to install Defender. And what Defender does is it prevents your website from being hacked. Gives your website an added layer of security. Once you install WP Defender, the basic settings that it comes with when you actually activate the plugin are pretty good. You don't really have to tweak anything unless you really need to. And the next one I would recommend you adding in is Snapshot Pro. I say add in Snapshot Pro because you always want to make sure that you have a pretty good backup of your website. And that's exactly what this does. This takes all of your theme files, your plugins, pictures, text, every piece of content that you have on your website and creates a backup for it. So that way, if anything ever gets, if you happen to destroy your website, there's always that backup that you can refer to previously. So once I'm finished with this initial design, with everything included, all the plugins and themes and everything that I need in here, I'll create a backup. I'll create a snapshot and make sure that, you know, if anything ever happens, I can revert back. The next one I'm going to install is Ultimate Branding. This is a simple one. I'm just going to add a couple of small things in for now, but the customization options with Ultimate Branding is pretty cool. The only real thing for this is mainly for your back end and for your visitors whenever you have visitors that actually visit your website and log in. So with Ultimate Branding, like I said, the main thing I'm going to change is the login image. So just go over to your images. If you have a logo, we can actually upload our logo here at this point. And my client did actually provide some sets of logos here. Actually, we have the black version and the white version. So we're gonna upload the white version or the black version right here. And then click save. So now if somebody goes to log into the website, you'll see this is what it looks like right there. We can customize that a little bit more, but this is a good start for now. Okay, so moving on to the next plugin. I'm gonna add another one called Pay with a Like. And this one's cool for music artists, especially because let's say Vic Carter here wants to release a new song. As soon as he releases that song, he could post it up on his website. Let's say he releases it with a music video. If he has that song for free download, he could put a button to download the song, but have that covered with Pay with a Like. And like I said, what that does is it makes your visitors share the content prior to accessing, or share the page prior to accessing any of the content. So like I said, that's a really good one for music for music websites, because, you know, being in the music industry, you really have to have a pretty solid social reach, and what better way to get your social media established better than your fans actually going in and sharing your pages and your content that you have on your website. The last one I'm going to add from the WPMU is the Google Analytics. And what the Google Analytics plugin does is help track traffic. You gotta keep up with your traffic stats. You know, how many visitors you have going to your website, what devices they're using, if they're using a smartphone, if they're using a desktop computer, if they're using Windows or Mac, if they're using, or if they're in the United States, or if they're in Russia, if they're in Canada, United Kingdom. The Google Analytics will show you a lot of this information directly on your dashboard. Now that I have everything from WPMU in, I'm going to add just a couple more plugins to make sure that this has the exact functionality that my client needs. So he wanted to be able to sell his albums. So I'm going to add in what's called WooCommerce. WooCommerce plugin is it's a simple plugin to help sell products and collect your money with PayPal or various other payment portals. PayPal is the easiest one, of course, and everybody's familiar with it. It's trusted. I don't need to do the WooCommerce setup right now, as I don't have anything that I really need in regards to the shop pages or anything at the moment. So I have WooCommerce in there, and the settings are simple. You go in, and all of the tabs across the top pretty much tell you exactly what you'll be modifying. So the general settings, we're in the United States, so we're going to modify a couple of these. Oh yeah, this one goes breakdown. So we're in Colorado. Sell in the United States. Ship to countries we sell to. Let's add Canada. Okay. Currency is the US dollar. And click Save Changes. Remember, always click Save Changes. So you click your checkout button and then click the PayPal tab to enter your PayPal settings. All right. So once you enter your PayPal email address, click Save Changes towards the bottom. And that's pretty much it to collect money here with WooCommerce. If you make sure you don't have anything else selected, as you can see, check payments right now is enabled, but we're going to disable that one right now because we don't want to accept anything except money through PayPal. When you click on the Accounts tab, you want to make sure that you have enabled registration at the checkout page. And then click Save Changes. Click your Emails tab to make sure everybody's receiving the right ones. So these three here are all going to the right place. New order, canceled order, failed order are all going to the right place. Voila. So the WooCommerce settings are all set. We're good to go. Now that we have WooCommerce set, I'm going to add in one more. I'm going to add another plugin here, and this one will actually show me a little bit more this will help a lot more when it comes to search engine optimization. The next plugin we're going to add is called Yoast SEO. Yoast SEO is, the search engine optimization plugin that helps you optimize your pages specifically to rank for keywords in the search engines, of course. Once we have that set, we can go in and take a look at some of the settings. It's pretty simple. Because we don't have any pages right now, it's not going to Alright, so once we have Yoast SEO installed, we're going to get into that one a little bit more once we dive into the actual pages. If you go to if you go to this website right now, this is what it's going to look like, and this is not what I want anybody to see right now. So let's add one more plugin. It won't take any time at all. We're going to call it Coming Soon and Maintenance. I like this one right here, the one by Seed Prod. It's really simple. I'm going to activate the plugin. This one doesn't show up on the left side. It actually shows up under the Settings tab. Same with a couple others, as you can see. So I'll add in the logo here. Okay, headline, under construction. Vic Carter Music is currently under construction. Let's check back soon for immediate assistance. Contact at viccartermusic.com. and we'll add this as a link here. Yeah, that was right. Mail to, boom, ta-da. Now I want to make sure all this is centered. I like when everything's centered. Click Save Changes and we'll be good to go. Now the Coming Soon page should be good. Nope. Enable the Coming Soon mode. Make sure you click that button or else it won't work. Alright, let's see. Alright, there we go. Simple. It doesn't look pretty, but it's going to get the job done for the time being, because we're going to knock this out really quick. This is all they really need to see for right now. There's only one more plugin that I'm going to add, and it's called Schema Creator. And what Schema Creator does is it helps put in the right metadata for your website so it knows exactly what this website is about. For example, if you're a local business, you would select local organization, local business as the options for the information. And like I said, I'll get more into that in a second as well. I mean, it all helps once we actually get started and you know, diving in and working more with the actual website and the themes and everything. So I guess with all the plugins that we have and a majority of the settings done, we're going to jump in now and we're going to take a look at the website, and then we're going to start the actual design phase. I know that was a lot of work up front to really, you know, get started with everything. So okay, so now we need to start uploading our theme and getting to work on making this look pretty. So we'll go to Appearance, Themes, and we're going to skip the setup there. We're going to add new. Now, the theme of choice for myself is Divi. It's the hands down the best website theme that there is. I mean, it's not difficult to use. As soon as you get a couple of the settings in and you actually start building the pages, you'll find it really simple to build full, clean websites in a matter of moments rather than days, weeks, or months. So as you can see, I've activated it here. Like they actually give you more tutorials here. So the Divi theme, I'm at 2.73. Oh, guess what I gotta do? I gotta add a new plugin. In order to update the Divi themes, you do have to have the Updater plugin. Divi Themes Updater. So I'll add that in, and I gotta grab my API for updating the elegant theme as well, Divi. So I'm going to log in and grab my API really quick. Alright, once I copy that, I can bring that over here. Now we're going to start in the Divi theme options. First things first, start in the updates. I'm going to add my API key and my username. Click Save Changes, let that do its things, because it's going to need an update now. Right when you upload the Divi theme, at least mine does, because I have an older version downloaded. They're at 2.75. They're coming out with 3.0 soon, so be on the lookout for that, because that looks awesome. There's a couple of things that I'm going to modify before actually delivering this website, because now let's see, we're going to load up this website now. Alright, there we go. Real simple. This is what his website looks like now. It's already a big shift in difference in appearance from what it was just a moment ago. One thing that I don't like is at the bottom it says designed by Elegant Themes powered by WordPress. Now, I'm sure a lot of you small business owners don't want that to say designed by Elegant Themes and powered by WordPress. I'm sure you want it to say something a little bit more custom, maybe your copyright information. I'm going to show you how to go in and change that. And then now, the one issue I've always ran into is whenever I go in and I update the footer text, and then one of the updates for the theme comes in, if I update the theme, the footer text reverts back to this. I figured it out. It's not very difficult. What we have to do is create what's called a child theme. What this child theme does is it allows us to modify the theme itself without making any physical changes to the actual theme. It pretty much replaces your custom features that you want to put in code into the theme without having to actually mess up any code in the original theme files. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right here, and we're gonna get this started. So you're gonna add another plugin. We're gonna go child. This one's gonna be called child theme. We're just gonna type in child theme. I'll show you which one it is. I'm not sure off top. I'll show you by the picture. This one right here, child theme configurator. It's really simple. We're gonna run it, activate the plugin. All right, plugin activated. We're gonna go to tools, child themes. We're gonna create a new child theme of Divi. Click analyze. This one is going to be Vic Carter theme. Doesn't make any difference to me. Check that last box here to copy menus and everything. Everything else looks good. No big deal in changing any of the other settings. We're just going to go over to files and add the footer. We're going to copy that to the child theme. Appearance, themes. So now we see footers and functions right there before that page switched. Now here's the child theme. We're going to activate this one. And we could delete the 2016 now. Now that we have the Divi theme installed, we don't need that. So the Divi theme we need there, our child theme here is grabbing information from the Divi theme. It's just replacing it with our own custom features. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the editor now. And we had copied the footer. So right here's the footer. Everything that you see here is everything that's, I guess, in the footer class from pretty much here down. So all we're looking for is this code. And that's pretty easy to find. I just scrolled down and I was powered by, oh look, powered by, and then there's the WordPress link. This is exactly it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this string of code here in between the paragraph ID, footer info column here. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to add my copyright 2016 Vic Carter music. And I'm going to add mine because I got flawless website design. And I'm going to actually put mine in A brackets. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to click update. Once I switch that information there, you don't have to put the flawless website design part if you don't want to, but I do that with all of my clients. You could easily put just Vic Carter music. But once I click save, I'm going to go to the website again, and I'm going to click refresh. Ta-da. There we go. And as you can see, mine would be clickable. If you click mine there, it pops open a new window with my website right there. Although we're not here for my website. So let's continue. Now we got the footer done. Now that we have pretty much everything done with all the main portion of everything, we just have to go in and let's work with the theme. Now my client wants the logo, and we created here. He provided the favicon. So there's those. So we're gonna put. So there's the logo, and there's the favicon, and there's the small one for up here. Fixed navigation bar. We'll leave that. I like it. But I'm going to switch this to F1, F1, F1. And this one to 21, 21, 21. Those are a couple of the colors that I'll be using. I might use a medium gray like CCC and 444. Okay, that's good. Alright, right now I know that he has a Facebook page. I have all of his pages right here. So right here, there's Twitter. Whoops, where am I at? I guess I don't need the web hosting hub open anymore. So I've got the Twitter, the Facebook. And I'm not sure if he has a Google Plus, so we'll get to that later. So we're gonna hide the Google Plus. We're gonna hide that. If you have other social media like Instagram, it's a little bit more complicated to add that into the footer. I might have to get into that one in a separate tutorial because that one's a little bit complicated. That's pretty much all you need at this point for the Divi theme options. We will have to come back in here and add in our Google Analytics tracking code soon, but that'll be here in I guess just a moment. The next thing we're going to click is Theme Customizer. The reason why we jump into Theme Customizer is this is actually going to give us the big options that have everything to do with the appearance of the overall website. So starting with the site identity, you got your title, your tagline. You want your site icon to be your favicon, that one that's way up top. Alright, so we're gonna save after we alright, so right here, look, website content, I told you it was gonna be 1200 is what I was gonna set the width at. Go to width kind of adds a little bit more sections between your actual individual modules, so we don't need to mess with that yet. Normally the settings are pretty good. The fonts are one thing that you do want to focus on when you're working on this, because here's where you're going to pretty much have all of the different fonts that you're going to see throughout your website. You're going to have your header and your body fonts, so find ones that actually fit exactly what you're looking for. So looking at Vic Carter's stuff here, he has really solid and then some type print, so it's going to look like Oswald. There we go. Body font, we're gonna go with oh, that'll work, that'll look good here. There we go. I like that. That looks exactly like his graphics right there. Look, take a look. Pretty close at least. So body text color, I want to make that a little darker. Remember I was telling you I was going to go probably 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. There we go. Background color, we're going to make it white. Simple. Header and navigation, I kind of like this format, but we could try all kinds of different things to make it really look good. So with the header format, you have your default style, you have your centered, you centered with your inline logo, but what I already have the logo hidden, but I'm gonna go with centered. I like how that looks for this one. I don't need the search icon. Footer looks good. I might brighten that up just a little bit. And same with the social icons, brighten those up a little bit. Everything else should be good for now. I don't really need to mess with anything else. Alright, so there's no pages there, there's nothing here. I haven't created anything except messed with pretty much basically a lot of the settings. So now I'm going to actually go in and start working on the pages. So starting at the dashboard, we're going to create the basic pages that his website needs. First one we're going to need is the home page. This one I've put in the title place, Vic Carter, independent hip hop artist. We're going to click use the Divi builder. If for some reason it loads up there, move that to the top. I'm just going to add that for now. Click publish. Going to add another page. I just clicked add new. We're going to call this one music. We're gonna call this one videos. So we got home, music, videos, shop. We definitely need the shop because he has albums for sale. We're gonna have to put that one in there. We're gonna put the products in here and get those sold. Then we're gonna add one more, and it's gonna be the infamous contact page. We're just gonna say contact, and we're gonna click publish. Okay, now that we have created all of the different pages that we need to create the menu so that way we have a better understanding of what the website sitemap is going to look like. So we'll click appearance and then menus. We're going to call this one the main menu, of course, because this one's going to be the one that displays right across the middle of the top. We're going to add all of these, so you just click the select all button and then add to menu. I'm going to order them a little bit better. Put the contact at the bottom, put the music, videos, shop, contact in that order. And this one I'm going to actually switch this to say, instead of his name, we're going to make it say home, because we're still targeting that for the other keywords. We're going to set this to the primary menu now. The secondary menu would actually be a menu that's above the other menu and off to the right side. So this would be good if you have like if you have a small business and you have your phone number at the top, it'll be on the top left, and same with your email address and your social icons. But then if you add a secondary menu, you'll have all of those on this side and then a secondary menu on the other side. And I mean, there's a lot of different things that you could do with things like that. And I'd get into that, but I'll show you in a different case study when we actually use the secondary menu and the footer menu, because right now we're not going to use them. So click save menu. Voila, main menu, all done. So if we go to the website now, viccartermusic.com, this is what it looks like. We got home, music, videos, shop, contact, and of course the cart button, because we're going to add in the album here shortly. Alright, so we're good to go with the menu now. Let's start working on the actual pages. So we're going to go back into the pages since we created them. Now we have, one other thing before we jump into the pages, we're going to go back into the theme customizer for the Divi builder, and I'll explain why here right now. We're going to switch the static front page. This is going to be, right now it's by default set to your latest post, because WordPress is created to be a blog, so it wants you to think that it's a blog. So we're going to switch it to a static page, and we're going to select the front page to be Vic Carter / hip hop independent artist, or whatever I have it saved as. So we're going to click save and publish. So now this is the home page. So now we'll click the X to exit that. Now you see that it says front page. So that we have the shop, music, contact, and videos, and the home page. We're going to start with the home page because I feel like, why not? Let's just build it and get this started. So what text is in there now? We're going to click text. Nothing. It's empty. There's a bar. Okay. So right now, I don't want this to be the first thing. I want to start with a full width header. We're going to call this Vic Carter Independent. I'm going to set it to light because I'm going to make the background of this dark. We're going to make it light, center, make it full screen. We're going to need a call to action. I'm not sure what we're going to put just yet, but we're going to put, maybe we'll link it to the, We're gonna link it to the contact page. We're gonna put one of the buttons as book Vic Carter, because you know we want people to be able to book them, and the second one would be alright, so I put it to the music page. So listen to Vic and book Vic Carter. So I'll set a couple. I have a bunch of images already set to the side for use with this here that he has sent me. So I'm going to upload these three. These three are going to be my primary background photos that I'm going to use for the homepage. I've already looked through his photos. He sent me a couple other ones. I mean, different variations of the logo, a bunch of different pictures. I might even start with this one because this one could be pretty cool. Yep, I think that's what we're going to go with, because that's his newest album anyways, and that would be a great way to introduce the website for him, because this is his new album. People land here, he wants them to get excited for his newest content. Alright, so we got the background image in. I put the name in the title, his name in his name in the title and his name in the alt text, because I'm trying to rank for those keywords now. So there we go. So the background's dark. It's gonna say Vic Carter. It's gonna say independent hip hop artist, book Vic Carter, listen to Vic Carter music. If we click this little eyeball in the middle, we can preview it. Perfect. I love it. We should probably make this bigger. So that would be in the advanced design settings. So the title size, I'm gonna make it 60. And I could change it for tablets and smartphones if I click that other one. So I'll switch it to 30. So let's check it out how it looks. And if you click these buttons at the top, when you click the eyeball, it switches it too. Kinda cool. He's gonna love it. So we're gonna click save. Now that we have the header in, we're gonna add another section. We're gonna put a little bit of his bio. He had sent me the bio right here. Dark and left? Okay. Maybe not, that's gonna look a little bland. In here we're gonna put an image, because what I'm gonna put now is a link to this album. The Pursuit of Everything is the name of the album. So the link URL would actually be the product one. So I'm gonna leave that right here for now. So what I'm gonna add now is a blurb into this section. So this is gonna be something cool. Self-Loyalist Finale, that's what it's called. The Pursuit of Everything, the Self-Loyalist Finale. We're gonna use an icon. Let's see if there's a music one. There should be a music one in here somewhere. Bam, music note, there we go. Now I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. The icon color will make it 444. Put the icon on the left, dark left, and there's the, we can leave that like that for now. We're gonna probably put a button. We're gonna put it on the right. Button URL will be purchase album. Okay. This one, we will set the background color to light. let's add another feature here. I want him to have his photos displayed directly on the home page through his Instagram feed. Simply install the Instagram feed plugin. You do have to authorize the Instagram plugin to work. Just click the settings page window that pops up first, log in and get your access token and user ID. There's the access token. I'm already logged in, so it gave it to me no problem. So I will copy my user ID and click Save Changes. It's not going to display my feed because I'm going to display it with his user ID number in the shortcode itself, and you'll see what I mean. I'm going to put 100%. I only want 8 photos, 4 columns, no padding. Show the header, sure. No load more button. Show the follow button. Follow Vic Carter on Instagram and click save. Now if you check out your display your feed, you'll see that we have Instagram feed, another user ID. So I'm going to copy that and place that. I'm going to delete that. I don't need that yet. I'm going to put a text. We're going to go dark center Instagram feed. But I also want to put okay. In here I want to put this in header tags because I want it to be a little bit bigger and a little more bold, and this is pretty important for his website. Okay. Oh, I need to get this user ID. I use Otsberg get user ID. So what I do is I go to his URL, right click one of his links, copy link address, paste it in right there. Voila, there's his user ID number. And I'm going to click save. You know what? Now's a good time to check out the progress. Let's click preview changes. So far this is what we're sitting at. So there's the menu. Looks good so far. Okay, the logo popped up, so I'm gonna have to adjust this in the fixed navigation settings in the theme customizer. Maybe I'll put the track list under here. That'd be a good idea. I like it so far. Maybe if I put this as parallax right here. Yeah, let's try that. Put it as parallax. True parallax. Because I'm going to like the way that looks when that fits. And I'm going to switch this background color because I don't want this one to be white. Switch to my F1, F1, F1. Alright, so I actually updated the page there, so let's look what the home page looks like now. Ooh, I like that effect. But I definitely have to get rid of the logo up top in the themes customizer. What's cool is if you highlight over here and then click theme customizer, you can make changes. So under header and navigation, fixed navigation, I'm going to hide the logo. I don't want his logo to be there. And I actually changed my mind about the format. And I don't want to hide the logo at all. I like his logo. But I don't like how the background is too white. It's too bright for this. Maybe if I drop the opacity of a little bit, it'll be a little bit better. And all you do is just click this and drag it down some. Yeah, 0.5 is good. So then when I scroll. Make sure that my navigation settings match that also. So if I do that in one, make sure to do it to the other as well. So click save and publish now, and I should be good because I like that home bar a lot better now. The admin bar, or whatever you want to call this top, it looks so much cleaner now. Maybe you have to switch that blue. Maybe even raise it a little bit, 0.75. You know. There we go. I like that. That's good. Alright, back into the page that we were editing. I'm going to refresh it really quick now that we edited our Instagram settings. Just closed out a couple windows there. So here's where we're at with the home page. Like I said, we've got the album. We've got the title of the album, purchase album button, his photo gallery here. You can follow him on Instagram. You know, it might even be a good idea is to put his music video on here, a music video or two. But I guess that's what the video section's for. But video helps convert anyway, so let's add that in anywho. So what now? Let's see. Right, we're here. Before the photos, we gotta add the video right up here. So we're gonna go with the standard section. You know what? I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. I'm gonna insert a column like this, a half one, and insert a video. I did already have the YouTube video URL generated from the video. Ta-da! Save and exit. But now I do want to make this have a different background. There we go. Ooh, what a good idea would be to switch it to this idea right here. If I switch it to that one and add text, dark center, oops, there we go. Make this say, the time has come. Now I'm going to click update. I think that'll be a good start for the home page to Alright, so the video's working. It looks pretty good. I mean, the text needs some adjustment here. As you can see, I need to make that white. And actually a lot more bold. So we'll switch this to light, switch it over to text. I'm gonna put that in some H4 heading tags. Put it to light. And you know, I really like how that looks there, but I do want to make that parallax as well. So I'm going to switch the background here to parallax and true parallax. Save. So let me add in one more standard section, and we'll make this one white. It's got the white background already, okay? Just going to add a call to action at the bottom to get them to listen to his music. So we're going to call this So I'm going to put it, listen to music, or listen to Vic Carter's, push it to the music link. The button text will be listen to Vic. Real simple. I don't want to use a background color, but I'm going to make it dark and center it. check out all of the songs that Vic Carter has available. Make it that simple. Alright, I think the only thing we're really missing would be a bio section, so I'll add that right here in the middle. Isn't it text? Okay. So we're just going to add another simple text right here. Because this text is the Instagram feed, and I can actually rename that so I don't get confused. Instagram feed. Vic Carter's next project is entitled blah 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 blah. So now we'll add in the other part, this one here. There we go. There we go. Now let's click update. Now that I have everything in there that I think would be sufficient for the homepage, because we have plenty of content. We're going to jump into the SEO next, because that's going to be the important part of making sure that the website actually generates traffic, because if people are searching his name, I want him to be the first thing that comes up, of course. Cool. Boom, very good, very smooth, I like it. So now that we're done with the home page, we're going to add in the music page. Alright, so I just got a SoundCloud link right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to play all of these, or we're going to put all of these different songs on his website. This song is called Consequences. So we're going to start in the music section. Going to start with the text for the header. We're going to go you know, I'm going to leave that dark center. Boom. There we go. And now I'm going to actually start putting songs one by one in here. I can layer them pretty much however I want to. I think this might look good if I place each individual song in here. So I can actually just add a simple text. Make sure you're clicked on the text tab here. Click there, copy and paste. And this song was called Consequences. So we'll actually make another text. Alright, so we're able to actually put his music up here one by one, and this looks pretty good. I might actually shrink that down to the 4 players, and drop the gutter width to 0, make it full width. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop Consequences. What was the name of the second song? Best Friend Interlude. Add another text for the next one. Okay, so I moved this module down here to the bottom because what I'm gonna do now that they have some examples of his music, I'm gonna again do what I did on the homepage and try to convince them to purchase the album. So I'm gonna place the image here for his album cover. Purchase the pursuit of everything today. Order now. No background color. Alright, so the music page should be good now. So I'm going to refresh that. Let's take a look how that looks. Alright, I don't like it so far. Probably because I don't have them set to full width yet. And I need to make that dark text. So I'm going to go to my call to action first, switch that to dark, click save. Set these all to full width, custom gutter width 0 or 1. Do that with this one also. 1 full width. Then the third one, and that'll be the last one. Full width, gutter width 1. We should be good to go. Alright, so we have a pretty good layout now for the music page, and we'll move on to the next one. In order for us to work on the shop, we're going to have to add in the album. So we'll finish that one, I guess, last. The videos one is going to be pretty simple. First thing we can add here would be a text section with the title of the page. We're going to go dark center, and this is going to say Vic Carter's videos, and put that in header tags. And then we'll click save. Switch this background color to F1, F1, F1. We're gonna add in a section for the videos. So this will be video 1 here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to YouTube. Alright, so I'm gonna start copying all of his uploads. At least the music videos, not the audios. There's just these 3 right here. Or these 2. Yeah, let's go with those 2. We have 3 videos as a total, so we'll just put a little 3 section. So there's that one. And that song is called Essence. This one is called Back in Love. And I'll just put a little bit of text information under. there's his videos. Switch this background color to F1, F1, F1. I'm gonna switch this to this right here. Add another call to action. And we're gonna call this one Feature Vic Carter. Button URL, contact, button text. Get in touch, dark, no background color, center. Click the button and reach out. We're going to keep that simple. Videos page should be good. Let's take a look at the videos page now. Boom, boom, boom. Nice, simple, clean, straightforward. Now we will go to the contact page. And again, this is really simple, basic stuff. So the contact page, we're going to add, I guess we're going to make the section here that we have for all the other ones. We're going to go text, center, header tags, contact Vic Carter. All right. So now we'll add in a 2/3, 1/3 section. We'll do a simple contact form here. Name, email, message, simple. Now we're gonna do a social media follow button. We're gonna start adding in the social media. So we'll go Facebook. I've got all these links right here. There's his Facebook, Twitter. I will add in his Twitter next. Instagram. YouTube. We'll add in the text here. We're going to put this dark, center. We're going to just put connect, update, and that should be good for the contact page. Let's check it out. I think it's a little bland and we should probably put a picture or something. So what I'm going to do with this one, because the background is a little bit too dark, is I'm going to put a little overlay. Not too bright, but not too dark either. Just a little bit, probably about 0.3. We're gonna add that dark center. I've got the background image in place, and I've got a slight white with an opacity of 0.3. Let's see how that looks. I'll click the preview button. Cool. But I need to add a little bit of padding. It's a little bit more for the advanced user. And now let's click update and let's check out what the page looks like once that finishes loading. I gotta move the connect above. Put it to the right, or to the left, I'm sorry. Move it over to the left. Boom. There we go. I think we got a good start for now. So let's actually browse it and kind of see what it looks like for a small rough draft to get the ball rolling. All right, so we got our home page, contact, and then music. Okay, those look good. I gotta add in the song title still here for this one. Cool. So I guess we can follow the steps of progression and move to the listen page. Alright, looks okay for now. I'm not happy with it just yet, but it's gonna get there. Okay, so there's a sidebar here. We're gonna have to start adjusting the shop area. So we're gonna start in the Divi theme options under the shop page and category. I want to switch this to full width and then click save changes. I'm gonna actually start adding in the product so we can sell his album there. Okay, so now I actually have his full album ready to go. So this is a virtual variable product because there's two different versions of this. There is a downloadable version and a physical version, and we had already added in the shipping, and it was $4.95 when we had added that in earlier. So we're gonna first add in a custom attribute, and we're gonna call this album option CD or digital download used for variations. Save attributes. So once we click save, we're gonna go into the variations and we'll create all. There will only create two since I just added the two in there. Two variations added. Okay, so now the first one we have is CD. So this is going to be the physical disc here. So right here it's going to be $5. Now the second one is the digital download. So we'll click downloadable and virtual, and this will be $5. Having virtual checked here removes the cost of the shipping because you're not actually sending anything. It's just a virtual product. So now we have to add in all of the different files. We can choose the files. This is the easy part. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to upload his album in its entirety. And all of the songs are right here. I guess there's everything that everybody will be able to get. So I'm going to drop these files here. And everything that is selected already as I dropped it in there will be able to be purchased or downloadable as soon as they purchase the album, so they can download each song individually. Make sure you add in all your information. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in the pursuit of everything front cover graphic, then the album graphic, and I'm going to add in each individual song. I'm going to copy the title, paste, add another file. Okay, make sure to click Save Changes as soon as you're done with adding in all of them to your digital downloads there. Okay, so we're gonna set a product image as the cover. I'm gonna put the category as albums. We'll just start putting in all the track names. Alright, there we go. I'm going to click update. Now let's check it out. Very good. But I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't like the sidebar, so I'm going to get rid of the sidebar. Click Edit Product. Since I haven't used the Divi builder, on the right side here, I'm going to switch this to full width. Now I'm going to click Update. Now that should be gone. There we go. It's already good to go. We have the product, we have our product information in there, we've got our shipping for the physical CD, we've got songs in there, we've got YouTube videos, all of his music videos, contact form, photo gallery, call to actions, logo. Everything looks pretty smooth, and I think this is deliverable for the time being. And now that I have the information here, I can check this out. Copy. I'm going to edit this page because I've been complaining about this the whole time. So our URL, I guess we do have the URL also. We can right click, copy link address from there. There's our URL. Save. Click update. We can close that window since we've already saved it. Let's check out our home page with that text in there now. That should look a lot better. Alright, so I think that about wraps it up for this one of basic music website to begin with. I have pretty much everything that you would need to get started. We're probably going to go through, make a bunch of revisions. We're going to go from there.